folks. I'm coming to you live. Today is the 3rd of May, and it's another crazy day. Welcome to an edition of Traders, and today we are going to be discussing plenty of stuff in regards to the type of things that Donald Trump is doing behind all of your backs. And for those of you who don't go to rallies, and for those of you that sit and watch Fox News or whatever, I am here to open your eyes a little bit. And for those of you who are not fans of the Trump administration, you want to fasten your seatbelts. All right. So, first things first, thanks for watching. Give me a subscription or subscribe, it doesn't cost anything. And yeah, give me a like. So, first, I want to get off to a couple of things that Trump did, like the day before yesterday. He went and talked to a bunch of old people at in Florida, some of his supporters, main supporters. And what really gets me is that this guy really belittles these people, insults these people to their faces. And this guy was talking about that he had taken all these cognitive tests, and that the last 10 questions are really really hard, and that the people that he was talking to, they wouldn't even be able to answer them questions. So I mean, he's like labeling these people as dumb. And this is something with Donald Trump he continues to do. He continues to belittle people, or to demean people, or to just say offensive things and do offensive things. And that's what he's been doing the whole time. Um, in regards to all those people, hopefully somebody was able to understand what he was doing, because most of them just sit there and just let all these speeches go by without ever giving a thought to what he's actually saying. It takes, not too many brain cells to figure out when somebody is disrespecting you, or disrespecting your opinion, or if you do not agree with him, that you're automatically like a bad person. See? And that's what Donald Trump has done to the whole political system. Is he's saying, and I come to you as a Republican, he's saying that if you're a Democrat, your opinion doesn't matter. Your concerns don't matter. Your constituents don't matter. That's what he's saying. He's saying if you're not MAGA, if you're not 100% behind him, the pedophile, then you're wrong. That's what he's saying. And he's trying to get legislation passed in this bill that's before Congress right now, the SAVE Act. It says in there that if you are saying anything against the government, that you could be detained. You could be uh, put under surveillance. That means your telephone could be monitored, and everything else. Your children could be observed, and information about you and your situation, whether you have a loan, whether you are up on your bills or not, all this information can be used against you. And if he really wants to, he will detain you. And that's what he's trying to do right now with this SAVE Act. It's hidden in the bill. Look up NSPM 7, and you will find out what I'm talking about. So, nevertheless, his supporters, most of them are pretty old, like me, you know what I'm saying? Like old, like I'm really old. So, but nevertheless, most of these people, like No, I did not vote for him. Probably on screen. Sorry about that. I didn't vote, so that's just the way it is. But this dude is a con man. The dude is a con man, and he's out there to sell his supporters everything that's possible, whether it comes from t-shirts to Bibles to hats to steaks to watches to tennis shoes, everything that he can sell, he's going to try to sell you. That's why when they go to these rallies, there's all these people out there that are selling all this stuff. Now, guess what? That business is going down. Business is not good right now because Donald Trump has us in another forever war. All right? And the public is not happy about it. They're really not happy about it. I'm going to put my background up here for you guys to see it. But the public is not happy about this stuff. And most of the individuals that follow Donald Trump, they're not happy about it either. So when it comes to the Bibles, the steaks, the tennis shoes, the meme coins, and everything else, that's not even the half of it because the corruption is so. You mean like Dodger hats? Dodger hats are good. Dodger hats are good. Dodgers are wonderful. Okay, so but the thing is, the corruption is way deeper than that. All right, and from his sons, you know, all of a sudden being drone professionals and in the drone business, and then to get a 670 million dollar government contract, I'm just thinking it sounds a little suspect. All right, and then you got the Liberty Financial, right? And then he pardons this guy Justin's son, gets out because Justin's son says he's going to give him 2 billion for this coin, or yeah, and then now he's being sued by this guy because they told him that he can't have his money back, that they've invested it in some other stuff. So it's going to come and bite him in the ass. And he has driven not just one company into the ground, he has driven many companies into the ground. He has filed Chapter 11, Chapter 13, Chapter 7, everything that's out there. Every chapter he's filed. So, and that's what I'm saying. He talked about Spirit Airlines the other day. He drove Spirit Airlines into bankruptcy with his criminal war in Iran. He's lied to the American public. What did he say? Like fucking 3 months ago, he said, hey, 13 months ago, he told the American public that their nuclear facilities were totally obliterated. Then he comes back and says 2 months ago that they were 12 weeks away or 2 weeks away from having a nuclear bomb. So what is it? Is it totally obliterated or is it not? So, and then Bibi Netanyahu throws freaking bombs on him, so he's got to go in and throw bombs on him too because he's 100% behind Bibi Netanyahu, Israel. So, but the thing is, the American public is not being helped by this war. You see your gas prices, it is going up and up and up. And I told you guys about 2 months ago, go back into my podcast. Go back into my podcast. I swear to God, I told you guys 2 months ago, you will be paying $5 a gallon. And it's all because of Donald Trump. Okay? Now, normally, when there are protests against a government, it is a protest against the government. But the protests that are happening now and around the world are not against the American government, not against the American people, but against Donald Trump. And that is why you guys need to get your head out of the sand and start seeing what's really going on. Because Donald Trump is going to do even more, and it's going to get even worse. I swear to God. And it is scary. And I'm sitting here in Rostock, Germany. All right. And here in Germany, This guy has got maybe, 38,000 troops over here stationed in Germany, and now he's going to be pulling 5,000 out. Okay, if he wants to do that, he can do that. But the thing is, how is that helping America? It's not helping America. What is he going to do with these troops? They haven't even said what they're going to do with these troops. They don't have any other purpose for these troops other than to pull them out of Germany, because Friedrich Merz, the chancellor here in Germany, was talking to some school kids the other day and said, hey, you know what? They don't even really know what they're doing over there in Iran. And it is the truth. I mean, we have mission creep like never before. The guy said they were 2 weeks away from getting a nuclear bomb. Okay, so how is it they were 2 weeks away from getting a nuclear bomb when 12 months ago everything was totally obliterated? Hey guys, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, all right? So, but he's lying to you guys, and he says a losing country. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what, over here they got nude beaches and they got an insurance system that is wonderful. I swear to God, it's great. You go to the hospital, you got to go to the hospital or something, no problem. No problem. You got to pay $10, all right? Because the insurance system works wonderfully. And you think I'm clueless? You are clueless. When you go to the hospital, it's going to cost you 5 times more now than it costed you, say, 2, 3 months ago. I know that because my mom is over there and she had to go to the hospital for some stuff, and she was mortified by the bill that she got from the hospital. So, for all of you defending the pedophile in the Oval Office, keep on, keep on, keep on. All right? So, but the thing is, while people are arguing for the things that would help them, the people, Trump and his moves, aren't suggesting any ways to make your life better. Huh? They're not trying to make your life any better. He has not put one thing out there that has made your life better yet. You're paying almost $4.50 a gallon national average now, and it's going to get worse. Like I said, it's going to get worse. So, and you got people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who else? Joe Rogan, what's his name that got thrown out? All these people are now talking against Trump because they already see the light. If Trump's feelings gets hurt, he lashes out like a 3-year-old. All right? By moving 5,000 troops out of Germany, he'll be playing into Putin's hands. He'll be playing into those hands, and I'm pretty sure that Putin has compromise on Trump. And that's why he's weakening the NATO partnership. I'm saying that's why he's weakening the NATO partnership, because he is talking about attacking Greenland or taking over Greenland and this and that. I mean, who talked him into that? Was that yeah. Yeah, okay. Keep thinking that way, Gary, when you're paying $5 a gallon. All right, but nevertheless, his promise to end the Russia-Ukraine war in 24 hours, yeah, has never it's never come to pass, right? So, and another thing, and neither has his promise to help Americans or to no more wars. He said no more wars. What happened to that? That promise is also out the window. What happened to stopping drugs? And then he pardons the ex-president of Honduras and freaking lets him out. This guy's trafficked over 2 tons or 200 million tons to America. So I mean, the things that just go on and on. But gas prices are going up, medical costs are going up, grocery prices are going up, unemployment is going up, and you guys that sit here and try to defend Trump, still, it's crazy. It's crazy. My friends in America that are farmers have told me about how hard it is to order fertilizer right now. and that the costs have gone through the roof. All right. So, as far as how it's going to go in the future, I can tell you, unless there is some real change in the Straits of Hormuz, and I don't see it because Iran is not going to back down. They have facilities in all those mountains. They have mountain ranges all in Iran. All in Iran. Look at a map. All right? It ain't nothing but mountains with a few valleys here and there. And these dudes have built facilities in all these mountains. They got rockets and drones stacked up everywhere. They've been building them for a while. And all the president of the United States is talking about is his ballroom, the arch, the reflecting pool, and spending billions on his illegal wars and prosecuting people unnecessarily just because they know he's a liar. James Comey, ex-head of the FBI. Listen, if it was not for James Comey, probably Trump wouldn't have won the first first election that he was in, because he withheld the evidence that was against him. But the erosion of respect for legal decisions by the Trump administration is the beginning of what appears to be the dissolution of the three independent branches of government and a total animalistic ripping up of constitutional law and thereby the Constitution. Now, the Constitution is a hindrance to Trump. That's why they're violating all of the decisions from the lower courts, and that's why it is important to try to get the courts to stand up. SCOTUS, Supreme Court, is totally awash with MAGA Republicans and people who are beholden to Trump. So, and now they've passed this, made this decision regarding the Voting Rights Act, and it's going to get really, really messy there in the midterms. But I'm calling on my Republican colleagues, right? I'm calling on my Republican colleagues that are over there serving in Congress, that are over there serving in the Senate. If you know you're in the Epstein files and you know you did some bad shit, then just resign. Resign, get the hell out of there. Because just like Ellen DeGeneres, who knew she did some bad shit, she got the hell out of America. She got the hell out of America because she thought that they were going to open the Epstein files and that she was not going to be protected. And that's why she's out of there. So, but for them to draw up a new one, so Trump is trying to get some people to draw up a new constitution. No, that's not going to, FC, ZV7TC, no, Vance 2028, no, it's not going to go down like that. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You want to know what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Jeff Bezos, continually trying to suck up to Donald Trump, is now researching a possible reboot of The Apprentice, right? And for this to happen, he's going to need somebody to take that spot. And what they're doing is they're setting up Don Jr. to take that spot in the reboot of The Apprentice. So a year or two in on TV, and then he will be brought out as the 2028 candidate. That is what's going to happen. I'm telling you now. You think I'm kidding? Let it be said. Let it be known. So, but the Epstein files is the key to everything. All right? The Epstein files is the key to everything. When Marjorie Taylor Greene one of his freaking top supporters, said, hey, this seems like a good deal because, you know, nobody loves a pedophile, right? Do you guys love pedophiles? If you love pedophiles, then keep on taking up for Trump because that's exactly what he is. So, but every crime that he committed, if he were brought up on charges for the things that he's done in life, he would have RICO cases against him. He would be locked up for life. All right. And I don't know how you guys can sit there and just put aside all the people that he has hurt in his life. That includes politicians, that includes people who were beat up by members of the extreme right or whatever, and then he sits there and, just enjoys the fact that somebody who he didn't agree with got beat up. You know what I'm saying? Paul Pelosi, Rob Reiner lost his life. Oh man, rest in peace, Rob. You're a great guy. So Rob Reiner, Robert Mueller, you know what I'm saying? A decorated veteran that fought for our country. And this 5-time draft dodger is sitting in the Oval Office, pedophile supreme, is sitting there enjoying the fact that Robert Mueller died. Okay. You know what? I am a firm believer in karma. And I hope this dude gets his karma. You know what I'm saying? That little old thing that occurred the other day about this guy running through the Hilton with all those guns. I don't even think he shot anybody. I think that was the Secret Service that shot their own guy. So, nevertheless, Wayne, you can't even spell. Learn to spell. Nevertheless, but this is the key to the whole thing is the Epstein files. So when the Epstein files come out, then there's going to be some judgment. And when people start to open their eyes and see all the stuff that this dude really did, I mean, either you're a straight up criminal that doesn't care about people. Yeah, you're right. Hey, John, you're right about that. I knew about that a long time ago. That's when I met him. I didn't meet him, but I ran into him the first time in '85. And my manager told me about that he was always screwing over these small contractors and they lost their businesses because of Donald Trump. And that's how he was able to get ahead in the business world, was by screwing over small contractors that did work for him. It's a real shame. The dude's a piece of shit. So, but anyway, if you want to lock up and hold individuals to account for committing heinous crimes to underage girls, including a felony smorgasbord, including taking the life of a child and covering it up, it's time to get your head out of the sand. All right? It really is time to get your head out of the sand because it's really fixing to get really iffy over there. If Donald Trump is not out by the midterms, before the midterms happen, somehow, some way, he is going to do his best to have some sort of a war on American soil. Because, see, this is what he learned from Vladimir Zelensky when he talked to him that one time. I was there for a White House visit, and it was like a light bulb went on above his head when he found out there had not been any elections in Ukraine since the war had started, because Ukraine was under attack from Russia. And when he found that out, he was like, oh, really? So that's what you guys are going to have. Besides that, he's got about 80 facilities in America that are already ready to take prisoners in. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a code message that's going to be going over a podcast to specific groups that are waiting to hear those messages. And when those messages come out, then that's going to be it. There's going to be groups of dudes that are going out with masks, wearing their vests and everything, and they're going to have lists of people to pick up. There'll be Democrats on the list. There'll be protesters that were on the list. There's going to be all sorts of people that need to be picked up. And if you guys haven't been paying attention, there was, since a couple of months ago, probably about 30 major individuals that were in the scientific world that have either been disappeared or that have been killed. And if that doesn't make you think, hey, something's wrong. Yeah, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Donald Trump said he doesn't like smart people because smart people don't like him. Donald Trump likes stupid people. He has said that himself. All right? So, and this is the deal. The real question that lies before you is, are you willing to let a sex offender destroy the democracy that our forefathers fought and died to protect as they unshackled themselves from the burden of a king? If you don't know the answer to that question, then unfortunately, you're on your way to finding out. And I'm really, really sad about that because, like I said, I'm in Rostock, Germany. I'm not there. I couldn't even visit my mom. My mom turned 90 last year, and I could not even visit my mom because, see, I don't agree with Donald Trump's policies. I don't agree with the way he's trying to run over the country. And it's wrong. It is wrong. And I hope and pray that there is some sanity comes back into the GOP. I'm hoping that the MAGA people will be purged from the government. And I pray that my country that I love will go back to being a country that was respected like before. Because right now, you guys, I got to tell you, around the world, no matter where I go, and I've gone, since I've been here in Germany, I've been around a few countries. I can tell you one thing, that people are astounded at the lack of proper leadership that is going on in America right now. They cannot believe it. And since the Republicans, when they were going into office, said, yeah, the Epstein files, we're going to get the Epstein files out, and all the Bill Clinton and all those people, all those guys, Larry Summers, and that, you know what? Larry Summers stepped away from his position. You know what I'm saying? He did the right thing. King Charles took away Andrew's Prince title, and he's freaking hid that fool in the basement. You haven't heard shit from Andrew lately. I suggested to the king that he send him to the Pope in the Vatican. Let him live out his years in the freaking basements of the Vatican. Take the sunglasses off. Okay, here you go. How's that? Is that okay? All right. So, appreciate you. I've been wearing sunglasses since 1985 when my manager told me that that it keeps you from getting wrinkles. So, I'm 62 now. So, I think I could probably stop wearing them, but I still do because that's my thing. Okay, but nevertheless, I love my country. My mom, my dad fought for that country. My dad was a fighter pilot. My mom was in charge of logistics. All right, and my brothers also served. And the fact that this dude talks bad about veterans, called John McCain a loser because he was taken prisoner. Let me tell you something. John McCain was given the opportunity to get out when he was over there in that Korean prison, or in the prison in Vietnam. Where was he at? He was in Vietnam. And he did not even accept that because he would not leave his, you know what I'm saying, his soldiers that fought with him. the guys that were under him. Donald Trump is a piece of shit. He's five-time draft dodger. All right? Five-time draft dodger. And you want to hear something funny? Oh, it's totally funny. Some dude, some bootlicker, trying to get a position in some state government position, was sitting there saying that if Trump was young enough to get into the NFL, he could get a position. Man, I have never seen anything like this before. This is out of control. The way that these guys go and glaze this guy, I'm talking about they just lick his butt. You know what I'm saying? In the Oval Office, in the press conferences that they have, it is disgusting. I've never seen anything like that before, and I don't even see stuff like that in the freaking. I just can't believe it. All right, I got to go. My kid's coming soon, and I got to go make dinner. It's over here. Yeah, it's a little bit late, but I got to make dinner. And I love you guys. Stay with me. Subscribe. Look at a few of my videos. I've called almost everything. And the thing that I'm gonna say, the last thing I'm gonna say is what I said yesterday in my podcast. Is that I'm scared that Donald Trump is about to make a really, really stupid move in regards to the Ukraine Russia war and is going to put the Ukrainians in a really bad situation. And taking up for Trump, I mean, taking up for Putin all the time. And I don't know if he's going to be sharing some information with him. I'm not sure. But NATO is behind the Ukraine situation, but Trump is seemingly showing that he is going to be on the other side. And when that happens, it ain't going to be pretty. All right. So, last word. You guys, if you have family, if you have loved ones, then let them know that you love them. Okay? Because you never know when today might be your last day. All right? So, I've got a kid, and I tell him every single day that I love him. And I hope that you guys understand. Yeah, God bless America. You're right, Alice. You're right. I hope that we can get some sanity back into America at some point. This guy is sitting there posting AI images of him shirtless with Marco Rubio and JD Vance in the freaking reflection pool before the Washington Monument. This guy is really, he's lost it. All right. And if you guys can't see that yet, I mean, remember how the press went off when Obama wore a beige suit? Oh my God, he's wearing a beige suit. Oh my God. All right. Okay, you guys get it figured out. I'm coming back to you tomorrow. Remember what I said? Look up NSPM7. NSPM7. All right? Look it up. I guarantee you, you're going to be freaking surprised. All right. This is Matt Fox. This was another edition of Traitors, and the traitor is sitting in the Oval Office. So let's do it. Let's do it right and get him out. All right. So we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Give me a like, and we'll see you tomorrow.